You're listening to a rebroadcast of 2021 November 2nd show, Dating and Childhood Trauma, Part 4. Thanks for listening.
Conversations with friends because I know that I'm not the only one out here dealing with this type of thing. Maybe somebody can tell somebody how to deal with it, what they did to get through it, what keep them strong. You know, what makes you get up in the morning? My getting up in the morning was jazz.
I ain't even gonna hold you. At this point in my life, it sounds bad. I know it's gonna sound bad when I say this, but Caitlin is not my main reason for waking up. Sounds
And she
fucked up.
shouldn't
Let me
be.
explain. Let me explain. I had Caitlin when I was 18. So I dedicated from the time I was 18 till now, basically, to Caitlin. And now that
Right.
she's at a point where she can basically take care of herself, my focus now is my business. My focus now is me, getting my health in check, getting my, just dealing with me. Trying to grow my edges back, trying to lose a little weight, I'm still working on the edges part. Don't even ask me where I'm at.
Oh,
Minding her own PhD.
I'm going to tell you some of the edge thing. I started blending coconut oil and putting I do rosemary and I blend those two together and I use that on my hair to grow my edges back. We're gonna pull this off out of my head and groove, but I keep it twisted. Or when I wear a wig and I wear this, so yeah,
these are things. I got up under here is wig braids.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, with that is, Jazz was the one that did my hair. You know what I'm saying? Jazz was the one that arched my eyebrows. I don't have no friends. And plus I don't like people touching me. See, that's another thing. I don't like people touching me. You know what I mean? I see you. I don't need a hug, but I'll hug people I love.
Yeah, I don't hug them. I was like that with Caitlin because like I didn't get hugged when I was little. Like I didn't get, my mom didn't say give me a kiss. Like so when I first had Caitlin,
but I was different with Jazz though because I made it a mission.
Right. And it wasn't even my choice. My 2-year-old would come up to me and say, "Mommy, give me a kiss," and then come at me with them big old lips, and I'm like,
like,
you gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop doing that. She's trying to show you love, bitch. Stop doing that.
Yeah. Yep. That's something.
So she would come. She would just come run up to me and hug me, and I'll be sitting there like, all right, love you too. Like,
yeah, get off.
Now it's to the point where I'll run in, I'll hug her.
Yep.
Right.
We run into each other. I'll be like, give me a kiss on the cheek. Give me a kiss. Because I don't do that kiss on the lip shit. We grown. We know what we do.
I'm going to tell you something. Hold on, Cookie. Hold on, Cookie. Jazz still kissed me on the lips, even though I didn't know where her lips had been, but
Yeah, like, I don't even say lips. I be like, I don't want them whips on me. Like, you don't get them whips out of here.
Did you call some grips?
Get them whips out of here.
Girl, look, let me tell you something. Wait a minute. With Jazz, one day she went to kiss me, and I was like, look, dude, I know you went out last night.
I know you went out last night. I don't know where the fuck.
But you know what? We had to grow. We had to grow. We had to grow into that relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yeah. And a lot of people look at it like you trying to be your child's friend. No, I'm trying to find out what's going on with my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My daughter turned 18. Mama, she said, she's so funny. She's like, Mama, I'm 18. Can we be friends now? Remember, you used to tell me I ain't one of your little friends. And
right. That was
I regretted telling her that because I had Heaven when I was 18, and not only I was her mother, but that was my best friend.
Right.
That's all I had was my daughter. I didn't have a mother. I didn't have a father. I didn't have siblings. It was just me and her. And so now, I'm friends with all of my kids, but I'm your mother first.
Right.
I was taught that
but
I'm
wait
not
a
your
minute.
friend at all.
Jazz could tell you when the hat would change. Jazz could tell you when her mother had walked in the room. Couldn't she, Pooh?
Mm-hmm.
She would know when her mother. She would know when. Okay, I'm not your friend today, bitch. Hold on. No. My nigga, I'm not your friend today. She said, oh, I know. I said, okay, well, what's going on? Because now, I have to pull this hoe out, I'm trying to be cool because her mother is not a nice person. Her mother ain't cool. I'm trying not to be that person because I know being evil gets you nowhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But Jazz had a mouth on her, and I know exactly where she got it from.
Ooh, yes. My daughter has one. My oldest daughter.
So when Jazz, because see, we still had this thing. We would be in the room because she had, whatever people come over here and everything, and she would see me when my face would change, and she knew I was about to let it fly. She would say, I was like, it's happening, Captain. It's happening.
What's happening?
That's what heaven be like. Oh, you ain't playing, are you? No, ma'am, I'm not.
Nope.
You're not playing, are you, mama?
Nope. It's happening, Captain. It's on the popping. And then when she would do it to me, she said, "Don't get mad because it's happening, Captain." I'm like,
"It's happening, Captain." Yo,
like I said, how do you argue with yourself? You cannot. There's no way you can argue with yourself.
It's easy. Some of the best advice I got has come from arguing with myself and from my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter snapped me out of depression, and one day I'd been depressed for 6 months. She came over, she sat down, she talked to me, she said something. The next day, my ass was up and at him.
Girl, me and Jazz fought with depression. She fought with severe depression too. See, you never know what a person, just because they have a smile on their face, you never know what they're going through. Because like I said, everybody deals with trauma differently. And I know people don't like to talk about trauma and things that's going on, but the shit is happening. And they protecting the people that's causing the trauma right there in the family.
Yep.
Right there, Uncle Pedophile is getting protected.
Yep. Uncle Chomo.
That's why I told Caitlin, I said, listen, don't ever be afraid to tell me nothing, because I'm going to be your biggest advocate. I am put here to protect you. Don't worry. Don't be scared that I'm going to go to jail. It's going to be some bail money laying around the house somewhere. So all I need you to do is drop the bail money. I ain't going to spend no more than a night in jail. Don't ever be afraid to come and tell me what's going on, because I am here for you. Yep. I told her, I said, if I got to put a motherfucker on a T-shirt, then so it be. That's just what it's going to have to be.
I think my life would have been a whole lot different.
Guns out here now, right, Ma?
You're right.
I think my life would have been a whole lot different had they believed me when I told. When I remember before.
Okay, what happened to you when you told? When you told, yeah, that's another experience. What happened to you when you told? Did they believe you?
I was told I was being fast. I was told I will never forget that, because it was, them happenstance conversations that you just happen to stumble up on.
Right.
Yeah. It was one of them. It was one of them, and I heard them talking about nothing happened to me. I was being fast. How am I being fast at 10? What should I know about any of that at 10?
Absolutely none, as far as
I'm not supposed to know nothing about none of that.
That was introduced to you. That was introduced to you. That's not something you went out and looked for. Okay. That's not something you went out and looked for.
I wasn't being fast. I was being molested. There's a difference.
A whole difference.
A big difference. But I think that something as simple as somebody being an advocate and actually believing me, that would have sent me down a total different path with a total different mindset. With a total different, my self-worth was shambles and shit because of that. It was non-existent. I'm 40. Let me tell you, I'm just now working on what's it been like? A couple of months? Healing don't take long. It just depends on how bad you want to do it.
That's true. And I'm fighting. I'm fighting. That's another thing. This is helping me fight for healing and maybe getting me on the right path of what I need to do, because I'm sitting up here. My mind is split.
Mm-hmm.
My whole mind is mourning my daughter. My whole mind is walking past her urn and cursing her out for not being here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my whole mind is laying down at her urn and wishing she was home. Okay, but at the same time, I got things I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a whole company. I need to make it successful. Started a podcast. I need to make that successful. But at the same time, I'm trying to get my heart to meet up with my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how come I did the live my podcast this way this time, because I need to just go on and do it. And TLE is the one that just said that I need to just go on and I can't just stop. I have to keep pushing forward. So that's what I'm doing. You know, even with the technical difficulties we had, I still feel good about going on and doing the live, because this is a great conversation. Because even if somebody listens to it on a playback, there's something they can relate to, and maybe in the next live they can join us and give us their input. They can always bring it back. You can always run it back. There's no problem with going back in the conversation, because that's what this is about, having a conversation. You know, because there's something that you may have done that I may say, well, maybe if you had tried this way. That's what the community is. That's what it was for me. Everybody looked out for each other. It's not that leave nobody behind. What you do is lift them up while they're down, instead of stepping on them. You know? So if you got something you want to say, you want to come on here and say it, I'm open. I'm so open, because I'm trying to be out of my own mind. You know, you be in your head. I'm trying to get out of my own head and what I need to do. So if I reach out and pull people in that need the same help, that are still trying to find out their way, it might help. It may help. Because right now, what I see now is a bunch of people in competition.
Yep.
I'm not competing with nobody. You either mess with my message or you don't. It's that simple. I want nothing but positive messages going on here. Hey, Evie. Evie just joined the chat. But yeah. Yeah.
What up?
Yep. Evie just joined the chat. If you want to join the live, you can, darling. These are all my babies. These are my babies. And I just want to talk and hold a conversation. You know, and see what we can do to help each other. Because you might be depressed tonight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You might be depressed tonight. So, Evie, I just put the link in the chat under Jasmine's name. If you want to join the live, you can just hit that link right there, and you'll be in the live with me.
Now, I've heard about the traumas of dealing with sexual assault, as in not wanting to be touched, being real resistant towards the opposite sex and all that. Now, how do y'all feel about people who deals with sexual traumas in their adult age, where they think of it this way: these men use me for my body, let me beat them to the punch, and they're out there just
guess what?
willy-nilly.
You're not just saying to me and my daughter handled it differently.
No, I'm saying.
No, baby. That's what I'm telling you. We handled it differently. Like I said, she handled her things that happened to her. I'm gonna beat you to it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's basically where I was at it.
Yeah.
And then I got pregnant. And I was like, well, this isn't something that I want my daughter to be doing. So maybe I should set a better example.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, at that moment, I stopped ripping and running the streets. I stopped dealing with all these men. I stopped. And think about it, I was 18 when I had her. So before 18, 16, 17, 15, I was out there. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. So it was like, yeah, once I had my kid, it was like, all right, yeah, you gotta wake up, because maybe this is God telling you, slow your ass down, or if I'm gonna give you a real reason to slow down. And I lucked up with a baby and nothing else.
Right. Did the baby slow you down? Did having her slow you down?
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe that was for it to happen. Because imagine if you hadn't slowed down.
Right, and that's what I was saying.
You know, just imagine had you not, where you would be. You know?
My oldest daughter definitely saved my life. Definitely.
Right.
See? It made you have to grow up.
Definitely saved my life.
Made you have to grow up.
She definitely, boy. She definitely saved. It's like it's weird because I have 7 children. But it seems like with each child, I've become a better me. And they all came at a period of time where there was some growth involved.
Right, where you needed them the most.
Yep. But then what bothers me with me having 7 children is, why does it bother the next person that I have 7 children?
Girl, I know somebody else got 7 children.
Fuck
my grandmother,
my grandmother,
no, not my grandmother.
Nobody's helping me
my
take
grandmother.
care of them, and it's like
my mother's sister, I believe she had 13 live births or something like that. But all hers was with one person. You know, but either way, however she got them, they still passed through her body.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Being an orphan, if something would have happened to me, my family line would have been gone. And it's like, oh, well, you could have done that with 1, or you could have done that with 2. Well, guess what? There's 7.
Guess what?
And unless you're gonna help me take care of them,
guess what?
Your legacy is gonna live on for generations. Shut the
fuck up and pay attention to what they're saying, because that my line is gone. Do you understand? Mine is gone. She was it. She was it. I don't have no grandchildren. She'll never be a mother. So people need to really shut the hell up. I'll never get the joy of telling them, well, your mama did it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I won't never get a chance to do that. I won't never get a chance to spoil the shit out of them. Because they was going to be rotten. I got hair beads in there right now that was going to belong to my granddaughter. I got hair beads in there. Okay? For my future granddaughter. They've been in there for 3 years. Hair beads. Barrettes. I wanted to be a grandmother. That's what I was waiting on. But somebody else decided, no, you're not going to get that. Okay? I'm trying to deal with that. I'm trying to deal with that fact that all the dreams that we had, they're gone. It's not going to happen now, because I still right now forget that she's not here, and I'll see something funny and say, Jazz, my daughter will be dead December 23rd for a year. Okay? And I'm trying my best to walk in her shoes, because she didn't shut down. She shut down and got in herself when she was going through her depression, but she had a loving heart for people. And I'm trying to keep that. I'm trying not to shut down. I'm trying to be what she wants. I'm trying to live that out. But I'm trying to do it. I have to do it in a different way now. Okay. Hey, Evie. Hey, baby. Yeah, I have to do it a different way. Hey, Evie, tell everybody about yourself. This is one of Jazz's friends also. Your nail business, nails and your nail business and all that. I want to know that.
Nails, I do hair. I also do caregiving on the side. Put that to the side for a little bit to try to pursue my career with doing nails. Y'all can check my page out for that. I'm 30, no kids, 6 stepkids, a lovely fiance.
She can add another perspective. That's why I wanted Evie to join us, because she could add another perspective. of being a stepmother, you know, of not having kids. So these are the things I'm talking about. Different people can bring different perspectives on how they raising their kids and how they dealing with dating, the trauma that you've been through in your life. Because Evie, I know you've been through trauma.
Oh, yeah, I've been through a lot.
You know, so and then she just lost her stepfather.
Yep,
this year.
I lost my stepdad
right after Jazz. Right after we buried Jazz. Yep. Was the day of?
Actually, the same day Jazz got killed, December 23rd. He went into the hospital with COVID, and it turned into COVID pneumonia, and he passed away January 7th due to COVID pneumonia. And he told my mom that he knew that he wasn't coming home. He knew that he was going to die in the hospital, and that he was okay with that decision because he knew that he had dedicated his life to the Lord, and he knew where he was going. So it's been hard.
Oh, I know.
It's been
hard.
Trust
me. I know. And the thing about it, there's another thing. People don't understand that it's not a game out here. Whether you just get sick or you're taken away, the people you leave behind, that devastation is something else, especially when that person was a nucleus to your family.
Yeah. He was married to my mom for 20 years. He got with my mom when I was 10, and I'm 30 now. So he was around for a while. Yep.
Yeah, that's and I think I'm gonna tell you something. Even though that's not something that I've ever wanted for myself, like getting married and all stuff, it was cute being asked. It was cute, but I never. I mean, for me, as the things that I've been through, it was okay to be asked, but I just didn't. You know, no. You know, if you can stand somebody that long, if you can take 20 years of your life and be with one person, I applaud that. That's another part of, I'm going to say it again, trauma. Why is it that you can't, the people that have, some people just don't want to do anything. And then you spend the rest of your life single, but you're not mad. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for me right now, I just wanted to see if I could reach out to somebody else and see what they're going through. You know, maybe we can help each other. Maybe give each other some advice, because you're never too old to take advice. Because right now I'm looking for all the advice I can get.
Right.
You know, I really am. I'm just really trying to get it together. So I'm trying to hold it together and see where this platform goes, because I really feel like it could be something that where we could come together as a community and help each other out, you know, because there are some things that I would love to do, but by me not being as physical that I used to be, you know, I can't do those things. You know, I can't do them because I'm not physically capable of being out there running up and down the street.
Right.
Okay. You know, I would love to get background backstage views of these artists and everything like that. But my person that was gonna do that is gone. So I have to reevaluate. Another pivot. How you guys dealing with those when those bumps in the road come? How are you guys dealing with that? When you plan something and it does not work, do you just drop it, or you keep pushing forward?
I keep pushing.
Yeah, I gotta keep pushing.
I mean, that's just like with you know with the nail business. You know, not every day do I have clientele, but I post every day though. You know,
being a self-made
I still put my work out there
entrepreneur,
because you still have to strive for what you want.
Right.
Being a self-made entrepreneur, I had to learn something, and I had to humbly learn it. You might make $3,000 this month, and you might make $300 next month.
Yeah.
So humble yourself.
That's true.
Because
that's true. I'm going to get to the $300 mark. Once I get up there, once I get to the dollar mark, I'm gonna be happy. Okay. Once I make $1, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna take that bad boy up against. They send me $1 check. It's not gonna get cash. I'm gonna put it right on the wall.
My very first wig
dollar,
that I sold. Do you know how excited I was? I was at the post office like a faggot in town. Like I was so happy to just be able to print out a label, put my signature on it. Like I was like, oh my God, this is like, I don't even want to spend this money that I got, but I had bills. So
and that's the thing, that's the scary thing. Now I'm trying to start this clothing line, right? So I got this one of the sweatshirts that we're gonna be doing. But then I got t-shirts, and then I got some jumpsuits and some stuff that I'm trying to get done, on a private label. And doing that private label is not cheap. Okay. When you try to do a private label, it's not cheap. Especially when it's not going to be manufactured in China. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying in bulk. These pieces are being made piece by piece. So it's not going to be shipped to you in 2 days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to take some time.
This ain't that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want whatever I've got Jazz's signature on, I wanted it to be quality work. So I had to go outside of the country. Okay? Because the stuff that I saw here they could have done didn't match up to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then the pandemic has got it where your shipments are now just sitting.
Yeah.
That's the scary part, because my stuff is already coming from out of the country. Then people want to play games. Here's another thing. Have you found this? People will tell you, I'm going to order. Give me this size. Set this aside for me, and never send you a dime.
I just started my business, and I'm experiencing that. That's why I'm glad I took time out and really got myself together mentally. I had to, because it's not what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I'm going to do. No, I had to get myself together mentally. I had to mentally prepare.
Joseph, let me stop Joseph for a minute. I've been responding. You talking about me responding? Because I know you've been picking on Shauna in the comments, but I've been trying to ignore you.
I think he talk about Shauna.
Oh, okay.
What Shrimbo Captain is saying now?
He said, now you respond. Okay. So he been picking on you all night. Okay.
Oh,
I've been trying to
ignore over to Facebook and seen it.
Yeah, I've been trying to ignore the brother, but it's all right.
How did since y'all are already in it and I'm new with my product, how did you prepare yourself mentally?
I haven't myself.
I ain't gonna hold you. I jumped in 10 toes, girl. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right, so I was working this job back in January, and I was basically like a door-to-door canvasser, and I was going door-to-door telling people about going solar. Now, I didn't like it, but my first check was $1,500, and I was like, you know what? This is not for me. This working for people is not for me. So that $1,500, I took that money, I bought half of my supplies, and I used the rest to buy my LLC. LLC is not cheap. That shit is like $300.
Oh, yours is $300. Mine didn't cost that much. Mine was I did it myself.
Well, it goes state by state, because you're basically signing up with the state.
Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to you about that then, Mama.
Yeah, mine was $155.
Because I took my last check and bought all my supplies.
You get what I'm saying? So that's basically, I knew.
I paid myself first.
I went to beauty school and I graduated in 2017. It took me from 2017 till now to realize, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And the longer I sat down, look, 2017 to now, I could have been started my business and been somewhere, but it took me all that time to be like, do I want to do this? Do I want to invest? Do I want to spend this money? Do I want to? And it took me that $1,500 to be like, you know what? Just do it. Because if you don't do it now, it's not going to get started. And you're going to find yourself 10 years down the road saying, damn, everybody, and it's even days when I wake up and say, yo, everybody's selling a wig. Like everybody is selling a wig. But if you think about it, go down the bread aisle in a supermarket. How many different types of bread you see? All types of different bread, right? But everybody is making money. All them
some of
people
that
is
bread
making
don't
money
last
off
that long.
selling bread.
And it's
Everybody's
don't
selling
last
bread.
that long.
Yeah.
So I look at it
still
as,
making it.
yeah, everybody is selling wigs, but I gotta put my own little spin on it. So I do all types of things with wigs, but I also do natural hair.
Right.
So it's gonna be days where you sit down and be like, yo, I ain't making no money. Is this something that I should be doing? Should I really be, putting this much effort into it? Maybe I should just give up and get a job. And that voice telling me, like, bitch, you can't do a 9 to 5, bitch, you can't do a 9 to 5, bitch, you can't do a 9 to 5. That's what's in my mind. Like, I cannot go back to working for nobody. Like, I need to sign my own checks.
I think the pandemic had a lot to do with a lot of people seeing me going that route.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of people woke up to I might as well take this little money here, make sure that I get a license, do my own thing, and if I rise or fall, it'll be on my own terms. It won't be some person in a little suit and tie telling me you're not going home tonight. Oh yes, the fuck I am. Cause see, guess what?
Right, like.
With Playlist Promotions being an LLC, I know I can take it more seriously. But if I don't want to get up and do anything, I don't. If I don't make no money, it's because I didn't make none. But now, I'm gonna tell the truth, being straight up, I haven't made a dime doing this. Period. Even with sharing people music, I've been sharing it for free. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta
I've been
stop
sharing
doing
it for
that.
free. And that's another thing with my podcast being able to go in being distributed different places. I can't do it for free no more because I'm paying for my podcast to be out there. I'm paying for my distribution. Okay. So if I asked you, okay, well, you want me to listen to your song? If I don't like it, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I can't take your money because it's still playlist promotions. It's still about whatever songs I liked that would get listed. Okay, so that's the part that I'm still trying to deal with. Do I just take the money because they want to get listed, or play it on my podcast? Do I just take the money, or do I keep it original like I wanted it to be?
I already got it doing it.
You know about quality.
That's the thing. That's how come I'm trying now to get Jasmine's music redone and get it out there. So if I don't like it, there are certain songs of hers that's not going to get released because I don't like them. She didn't like them.
That's you out here making that noise?
You know?
It's mad big.
Then there's some songs I know need to be released.
Right.
You know, so I'm trying to work all these different angles. Sometimes my heart ain't in it, and I just don't want to get up and do it, you know. And some days I had those spurts where I'm doing everything. I'm making designs for the t-shirts. I made a design tonight to put on cups. I made some more graphics for the podcast. And then when it's time to go live, I cancel out. I just bought. I have some new office furniture coming. And I haven't even went live on a consistent basis yet. I have to figure it. I have to really get my stuff in order. You know, because I can't keep
it's like
doing
you're
this.
not going to really take off running until you invest in yourself and really sit down and take that time to invest in yourself. Like,
I've been buying, like I said, I've been buying office furniture. I bought a new webcam, you know, and then I bought some CD thing where I can play her old CDs and just a bunch of stuff I got to hook up now, you know. And I'm trying to figure out if I have in-house studio guests, should I get another camera? See, so I'm still thinking about doing it. You know what I mean? You see how weird that is? You still trying to do it, but then
not doing
it.
Yeah,
at
trying
the same
to not
time.
do it.
Right.
That's something I noticed too. I did a little test run sharing my product, and I was like, okay, I learned something real quick. I've been promoting music for free for almost what, 2 years now?
Yeah,
almost 2 years.
Because let me tell you, I remember meeting you. We were over there with.
I only got 7 shares on my product.
You lying?
I was like, well, now I know that that's my
but guess
homies
what?
or who my associates are not my audience.
But guess what? I don't get no shares. I get no shares. No shares. That's why you don't see me in live shows.
All my kids.
You don't see me. That's why you don't see me in live shows no more. That's why you don't see me in live shows no more. None of those people that I was supporting share my shit. And I'm just being dead ass about it now. And I don't care who hears it.
Yeah, you're 100% honest because I just went through it. And I'm like, okay, so instead of doing that, what I did was, since my product is basically nail based, I went and sat outside the nail shops, and that's how I promoted and sold my stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you another place. You might not believe this, guys. TikTok.
Oh, Caitlin,
that's where I'm headed to next with it. I got to make a video for TikTok.
I can't believe it. I have some TikTok followers. I got 200, a little bit over 200. And I just have some dry ass stuff up there. I had my very first video of one of me and Jazz right after she left this, earth. And I dreaded putting it up there, but that was the only way I could. Sometimes I know people say when you're giving out too much information, but sometimes you're just screaming out into the air. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's the way. I don't have, like I said, I don't have people that I sit around. I don't sit around people. That's never been my thing. But I still have to have an outlet. So I have to use this platform as my outlet so I can release and not lose my damn mind, because that's how people end up unaliving themselves. They have nobody to talk to. They have no outlet. Nobody's listening. Nobody's being empathetic. What are you doing?
That's why I had recently posted, well, not recently, but a while back, I had posted up. I said, yo, I know I get up here and I crack jokes and talk my shit, but before I see another RIP down my timeline because somebody wanted to take their own life, yo, my inbox is always open. My inbox is always open. I know I'm a stranger, but sometimes that's what it takes, is to talk to a stranger, because it's like you talk to your people, they think you good, you all right, oh, you'll get over it. No, I'm really battling demons over here, sis. Like, I'm really fucked up over here. So sometimes not even talking to your friends really works. Sometimes just talking to a stranger will work. Like,
no, you wouldn't believe it. No, seriously. Sometimes a outsider's perspective can change how you think. Because they don't have a dog in your fight.
Right.
So people that either care about you or that are jealous of you have a dog in that fight. And then nowadays you don't even know who's jealous.
But see, that's why I just stay to myself. Like, I just recently started hanging out with one of Caitlin's friend's parents. Now, she had came up to me when we was at the 6th grade orientation, and amongst this whole sea of, we kind of found each other, and she invited me over to her house one day, and mom, when I tell you, this lady house, it's so big, it don't smell like roaches. It is so, like, these people got a bridge in their house, and not one bit of envy went through me. Not one bit of jealousy went through me. If anything, but it was just, if them black folks can do it, I know I can do it. Exactly. I know I can get there. Exactly. And it wasn't just her. She got another friend that owned her business. She owned her home. She got her kids. And I'm just like, wow. It's one thing to see white folks with the big house and the big yard and the 2-car driveway. It's another thing to see us doing.
No, I know. But guess what, babe? They out there. They just don't highlight that.
I found them.
They don't highlight that. They don't highlight the ones that are doing something purpose. They want to highlight the noise. You know what I mean? They want to. And the thing about that is, These people are making noise because you keep leaving them behind and making it more difficult for them to get where they want to go. That's why it's like it is. That's why you find people walking up shooting each other. They have not. They're not attached to anything. First of all, there's no family. There's no family around. You know, because even in the end, if you were attached to something, when you get ready to go out there and do whatever you do, you're only going to do it at a limit. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't raised like that. You know what I mean? So that's why are you back there? This little dude
about
right
to pull your
here.
light out again.
Pull your light out again. No, he over here behind the totes. Girl, this little fella is something else. He's the smallest one out of everybody. So he can get into the nooks and crannies, you know.
But that's why I had to get
out of
New York because
I'm going to be doing a lot of editing before I upload this to my what the hell?
I was about to say, yeah, take out all my cusses.
Oh no, we're real here. I don't care about cursing. I don't care about that. You know, because I'm talking to adults. You know, we're holding adult conversations, so that does not bother me at all. You know, what I am going to do is invite everybody to come back that is watching now. If you want to come back and give your input, we'll probably be back maybe day after tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on how I feel, but we'll figure it out. You know, so I'm figuring we can continue this conversation and maybe add a little twist onto it where we can come up with some ideas on how we can help each other. You know, because that's really the plan. Is how we're going to help each other and walk each other through it, because we all got to do it. Because I thought about it, I said everybody got to die. You know, so now Charlene, your baby done left. She done made the transition. You know, what you gonna do? I have to figure it out.
Sometimes that shit don't even be real to me either. I was on YouTube the other day. I swear I play this girl video probably about 4 or 5 times a week. And it's like, yo, we was just there, son. I remember when we shot that video. Yo, I ain't never had so much fun, yo. And I felt so honored. Like, you want me in your video? You want me?
Yes, we wanted to.
It was one thing to see her, you know, shooting her video, but when I watched Shorty performing on that stage in Katy, you know what blew my mind?
What?
After the after party, when she dropped the whole track just on the spot, like, yo, when I tell you I was high, like I was
I know,
but watching her in that element, it was like, yo,
it was a beautiful sight to see, wasn't it?
It made my heart jump. It made my heart jump because it's like I was with you with your video,
right?
You know, and then to see you here, it's like, yo. Other people might look at it as a small step, but I look at that as like, yo, I gotta do it like my boy Martin. You about to blow up. Like,
I know, right? But you know what? She was happy. She was really happy. And you could tell it in the performance, you know? You could tell in the performance that she was in her element. And the people enjoyed it. So that was the thing.
Yeah.
You know, the people enjoyed it.
I still got my videos. Them videos is never leaving my phone. For the simple fact that I was the one that recorded videos. Yeah, you damn right they staying on my phone.
That I need you to send me copies of it so I can put them to music.
I was trying to your email, but I can't. It's like
you can't. You're gonna have to know. Nope. No. I'm gonna show you how to do it. There's a it's not an app. It's a website you can go to called WeTransfer, and they'll let you upload up to 22 gigabytes. Yep, it's called WeTransfer. One word. WeTransfer.com.
Okay.
Now you can do the free version, Do not pay. Do the free version. I'm economical around here. But that's how you can move big files through the internet. Is through WeTransfer.
Okay.
So that's how I move music.
Because I still got all those videos and freeze frames. Like I can take pictures while shooting a video. So I got pictures of her jumping up and down and just being in her element.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got it all.
Never get rid of any of that because by her not being here, we have to use that footage for visuals. I'm trying to grab everything I can because, like I said, Jazz didn't get a chance to redo anything. You know, she didn't get a chance to it is what it is now. You know, and I have to work around it. So, but like I said, we're going to come back. We've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes and 44 seconds. And I mean, the conversation went fast. I want to thank everybody that came through here and hung out with us. And I'm going to invite you to come back and join in on our next live. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to be. Just pop up, follow playlist promotion on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. On playlist promotions with the Z. Not an S, with a Z. Follow me and turn on the notifications so you can know about all the live streaming, you know, and come hang out with us for a while. But anyway, Pooh, I'm glad you came through here with me and stayed. I appreciate talking to you. Man. And you're going to come back and we're going to hang out some more. Okay?
Gotcha.
I love you, baby.
Love you too, man.
Do you wanna be in love with a real one? Or you just wanna cut? Fuck lay in the pipe, love me for life. Keep saying you will, but I feel like you won't. Want me around and feel like you don't. You know, it's been a while. I really do miss your smile. I really do miss that.